We've got the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid, and I really like this refresh.
It is the pinnacle of minivans. It says so right on the side. Let's go for a drive. The smooth, relaxed, laid-back pinnacle of minivan design. Andrea, what's under the hood?
A 3.6-liter V6 engine matched with a CVT and 2 electric motors has 260 horsepower and 51 kilometers of range. That's 32 miles.
So years ago, we went on probably one of the best automotive launches was for the Pacifica. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Pelican Hill,
oh, man,
Newport
so
Beach.
fun.
The kids were little. They made their debut in the videos.
Yeah.
Andrew was in the video. That was a good time, right?
That was a good time.
Now
A good time.
Now that's when the Pacifica first came out. Now they've updated it. What have they done to the outside?
So it's got a new front grille, new fascia, LED headlights, bigger fog lamps, and if you take a look at the rear, the tail lamps go straight across. It looks sharp.
One thing that they do particularly well at Chrysler is hiding the side door.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the rail is right under the window in the back, and from a distance you can't see that there's a rail there. We just had the Carnival from Kia.
Yeah.
They did a terrible job hiding the rail.
Well, here's the thing about the Kia Carnival is that Kia specifically said, we don't want this to look like a minivan, more like an SUV. But Chrysler says, this is a minivan. But they hid the rail and Kia didn't. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
It's almost like Chrysler knows what they're doing with minivans. They've been doing it the longest.
They sure have.
All right, now the inside. This reminds me of a LeBaron from the 1980s with this color combo and the fake wood trim. Like, what the hell?
Good one, Zach.
It's 2021. We don't need fake wood trim, and this color looks...
It's supposed to be caramel. It's supposed to look luxurious. It kind of has a butterscotch color to it, but it falls flat because it actually has a lot of orange in it.
Yeah, it looks like orange and black. And
it may not be our favorite color combination. I think black would look great in here.
But you know what? You can get different colors.
Yes,
I just am surprised they chose this for their press unit. And the fake wood trim, like, come on, do a nice brushed aluminum or something. That would look really good.
A 10.1-inch screen. This Pinnacle trim has got the navigation. It has the panoramic sunroof. You get the fam cam in this as well.
Andrea, what's the fam cam?
The fam cam. So the driver gets to see the passengers in the back on the touch screen. So if a soother falls out of your baby's mouth, well, you'll know it.
No, trust me. You don't need a fam cam to know that. All you need is a set of ears.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of screaming.
Been there, done that.
You also get with this Pinnacle trim the theater in the back so your kids can watch their shows. I think you can download some apps. There's a lot of stuff that you can do for them to keep them busy back there.
There's nothing better for moving around a bunch of kids than a minivan.
Yeah.
It really is the best use of space, and you have to decide whether you want to go high-end like this or just have a basic van.
What do you think of the second row?
I like the second row, but you know what? Because this has the hybrid, you don't have the stow and go, which is a great feature that Chrysler came up with, because the battery pack is under there, and then they don't flip forward.
No.
You have to go through the middle, which we saw in the Carnival and thought it was odd, and it's here too.
Yes, and then the third row I find very comfortable. The seats are plush back there, and there's lots of leg room. I mean, I could sit back there on a longer trip for sure. Chrysler created the minivan. They created this segment in 1984.
Yeah, and they have dominated ever since, and they've been the innovators when it comes to things like stow and go seating.
Yeah.
They innovated with the fact that it's a plug-in hybrid long before anybody else. And so, yeah, they don't really need to. I think a lot of people, you know, the aspirational vans are like the Odysseys. Like a lot of people, I want to get a prestige van, I'm going to get an Odyssey. But the meat and potatoes of the market is Pacifica. And now they've gotten rid of the Grand Caravan. They've brought in a lower priced entry level in the gas model, which will make this vehicle available to more people because, in my opinion, as actual driving and handling, I think the Pacifica is at the top.
It is at the top, and this is the only minivan that has a PHEV, and I think that that is really special. I like the range in this. 51 kilometers would work great for us. We probably wouldn't do that much driving, so we plug it in every night, and I'm not going to the pumps very often.
Can you imagine if this had a Toyota badge on the front? People would be falling over themselves to line up to buy it. But because it's a Chrysler, everybody goes, well, it can't be any good. Well, we're here to tell you it is good.
It is good.
Yeah.
And one of our followers was saying his parents have the gas model. They've had it for 5 years, and they have had no problems with it. Totally reliable, and they would buy another one in a second.
We were a bit surprised because when we went online to look, it said it qualifies for rebates, and we thought the vehicle had to start under $45,000, and clearly it does not.
Yeah.
But Andrew did a little more research, and there's a bit of a loophole.
But if you have a 7+ passenger vehicle that's electrified, the MSRP has to be under $55,000. So this qualifies because it's under $53,000. So that makes a big difference with those rebates. It brings the cost down for sure. I understand why this Pacifica is so popular. It does everything really well.
You know what? They invented the whole category. They're perfecting the whole category. Nobody else has a plug-in hybrid. Well done, Chrysler.
So here's the question, where were you 32 years ago? I know some of you weren't even a glint in your father's eye. As for me, well, I was in diapers but found time to get Motoring TV off the ground. And today I like to think we've got one of the best automotive video libraries in the world. If you agree, please give us the thumbs up and also subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.